The security feed crackled. Timestamp 2311. Hotel D'Argent's marble halls glowing in grainy black and white. A man in a tailored suit, valise clutched tight, slipped into room 212. His eyes scanning the shadows before the door snapped shut. 24 hours later, the door groaned open, and a stranger stepped out. Wrong face, wrong stride, no valise. The hotel's records were blank. The man erased, forgotten by all. Except her. Agent Alara Voss, MI6's deadliest operative, caught the glitch, a pattern of vanishings tied to room 212. Scientists, spies, tycoons, all swallowed, replaced by ghosts with no names. Tonight, her mission was stark. Check in, survive, rip the truth from 212's heart. Her keycard burned in her hand. The hotel's opulent facade a mask for secrets carved into its bones. The walls seemed to breathe, whispering, "Room 212 doesn't take you, it remakes you." Alara's pulse thundered as she rode the elevator, the second floor looming like a guillotine. The door to 212 gleamed, polished to a mirror's edge, reflecting her scar, her fire. She swiped the card. The locks click, a gunshot in the silence. Inside, the air was wrong, too still, too alive. This wasn't a room, it was a predator. What waited would break her reality, and yours. What happens when a room knows your soul better than you do? Alara Voss stood in MI6's Geneva safe house, the city's neon veins pulsing beyond the blackout curtains. Her handler, Control, a figure of cold steel, slid a dossier across the table, its edges worn from too many hands. Room 212, Hotel D'Argent. You're going in. The file was a litany of absences, a nuclear physicist, a double agent, a crypto baron, all checked into 212, all vanished. No blood, no screams, only strangers walking out, their identities voids, their eyes too calm. Alara's orders were surgical. Pose as a tourist, blend in, unravel the mystery. Her cover was flawless, backpack, fake passport, a curated trail of vineyard photos. You're our best, Control rasped, his gaze cutting. Find what's eating them. Trust nothing, not even your own head. Alara memorized the hotel's anatomy. 12 floors, 212 rooms, one that seemed to defy the laws of existence. The train to Geneva rattled her bones, the dossier a weight in her bag. Why 212? Wire. Control's warning echoed. Don't trust yourself. She felt eyes, unseen but relentless, tracking her every breath. At the hotel, the concierge's smile was too sharp, his fingers lingering as he handed her the keycard. Enjoy your stay, Ms. Voss. The lobby's chandeliers cast fractured light, the air heavy with secrets older than the Alps. Alara's boots clicked on marble as she rode the elevator, the second floor a silent threat. Room 212's door loomed, its surface a polished mirror reflecting her green eyes, her scar, her resolve. She swiped the card, the lock snapped like a breaking bone. Inside, the room was a paradox, pristine, sterile, wrong. No hum of life, no warmth, the bed too perfect, the curtains frozen. She unpacked her kit, micro cameras, signal jammer, a stiletto blade strapped to her ankle. Her watch read 2200 hours, the mission lived. She planted cameras, their lenses glinting like predators, and checked her burner phone. One bar, flickering. The walls pulsed, a faint rhythm she couldn't place, like a heartbeat not hers. She shook it off, training locking her focus. This was just a room, but a text buzzed from no number. You're already theirs. Her grip tightened on the blade, her pulse spiking. The room's silence grew teeth, pressing against her skull. She checked the door, locked, but the handle was warm, alive. Her cameras blinked, feed stuttering. The dossier's final page burned in her mind. The physicist, smiling, oblivious to his fate. Alara's heart slammed. She wasn't here to solve a case, she was part of it. The wall's pulse grew, sinking with her breath. She whispered her codename 007 to anchor herself, but the room answered. A low hum that wasn't sound but intent. Her phone buzzed again. Look in the mirror. She spun, blade drawn, facing the dresser's glass. Her reflection was wrong, no scar, eyes too bright. She touched her face, the scar was there. The mirror lied. Or did it? The hum became her voice, faint. Welcome home. Her training screamed run, but her feet stayed rooted. Room 212 wasn't a trap, it was a hunter, and she was its prey. The mirror's gaze held her, her reflection smiling, lips moving. Stay. Her phone flickered, showing her face, laughing. Timestamp tomorrow. The blade trembled in her hand. This wasn't a mission, it was a grave, and 212 was digging. What do you do when the room already owns your name? Alara paced room 212. Her boots silent on the plush carpet, the room a void that swallowed sound. It was too perfect. No creaks, no drafts, no dust to catch the light. She ran her fingers along the desk, no smudges. No life. The silence was a weight, crushing her senses. She set her alarm for 6 o'clock, but her phone's clock raced, ticking twice as fast as her wristwatch, 10 minutes on one, 20 on the other. What the hell? She muttered, syncing devices, but the gap widened. Time was breaking. The mirror above the dresser gleamed, pulling her gaze like a blade. Her reflection stared, green eyes. Sharp jaw, scar above her brow. She turned away, but a prickle stopped her. The reflection hadn't moved. Its eyes locked on her, a fraction out of sync. Her pulse roared. Focus, she hissed, planting a micro camera to watch the mirror. She tested the windows, sealed. The vents? Too small. Every exit led to the door, now a gate to nowhere. She sat on the bed, its firmness unnatural, and opened her valise, lockpicks, burner phone, sedative vial. But the phone's log showed a call to MI6, timestamped yesterday. She hadn't made it. Her hand shook as she dialed control. Static screamed, then his voice. Voss, you're off script. The line died. Her camera feed showed her on the bed, except she stood. The footage looped, her image mocking her. She smashed the tablet. But its screen glowed, her face frozen, smiling. The room's hum grew, vibrating her bones. She scribbled on her palm EV007 to tether herself, but the ink blurred, letters twisting. Her phone buzzed, a photo of her in the lobby, laughing, timestamped last week. Impossible. The mirror's reflection shifted, wearing a crimson dress she didn't own. She approached, heart pounding. Her reflection's eyes were wrong. Too bright, too alive. She touched the glass. It pulsed, warm. The hum spoke. You're mine. She backed away, blade out, but the walls flexed, the air thickening. Her feed flickered, her reflection moving alone. She tore through her valise, finding a locket. Unfamiliar, its photo showing her, but older, scarred on the left eye. Her gut dropped. She hadn't aged. Hadn't scarred there. The lights dimmed, then flared, the hum a growl. She recorded a memo. Alara Voss, MI6. I'm real. The playback was wrong. Her voice, but accented, not hers. The mirror rippled. Liquid-like. She threw the tablet at it. The glass held. Her palm's code faded, ink melting. The locket pulsed, heavy, alive. She opened it. The photo shifted. Her, then a stranger. The hum synced with her heartbeat, chanting her name. She sank to the floor, blade slipping. Was she Alara, or 212's creation? The door clicked, unlocking itself. She stumbled to it. But the mirror's reflection followed, smiling. What do you do when the room sees you clearer than you see yourself? Alara fought sleep, her eyes burning, but the room's hum pulled her under. She dreamed of mirrors, endless corridors, her face splintering into strangers. She woke gasping, the room unchanged, yet alien. Her tactical jacket was gone, a crimson silk dress draped in its place. Shimmering, wrong. Her valise held ghosts, a silver locket, a Zurich opera ticket, a key with no lock. Her knife was missing, the sheath empty. Her watch read 03. 15 minutes since she'd closed her eyes, but her body ached like days had passed. She dialed MI6, voice steady despite the panic clawing her chest. Control, I'm compromised. 212 is static roared, then a voice. Voss, you reported mission complete 4 days ago. Stand down. Her blood froze. I'm here now, she snapped. The voice paused. Biometrics cleared. You're done. The line died. She tore through the room, hunting her cameras, gone. Her burner phone showed a photo. Her, in the crimson dress, smiling in the lobby, timestamped yesterday. She hadn't taken it. Her mind reeled. Had she been here longer? Was she breaking? She scrawled on the wall, Alara Voss, MI6, November 7th, 2025. The ink dissolved, the wall pristine. She stumbled to the mirror. Her reflection in the dress, smirking. No, she growled, punching the glass. It didn't crack. Her palm's code, EV007, faded, ink seeping into her skin. She recorded a memo. This is Alara Voss. I'm real. The playback was a stranger's voice, smooth, mocking. The hum pulsed, matching her racing heart. She sank to her knees, head throbbing. Her memories, her first mission, her code name slipped. Like pages torn from a book, the locket burned in her pocket. She opened it. Her photo, but older, scarred on the left eye. Impossible. The lights flickered, the hum chanting, "You're better now." She ripped off the dress, but it reappeared on the chair. Her phone buzzed. A video of her in Geneva, laughing, timestamped tomorrow. She hurled it, but the screen glowed. Her face, not hers, staring back. The mirror rippled, her reflection stepping closer, hands on the glass. "Stay," it whispered. Alara's resolve cracked. Was she the original, or 212's lie? She smashed the locket, but it reformed, gleaming. The door clicked open, inviting her out, or deeper in. She staggered to it, knife gone, only the locket in her hand. Her memories flickered, her father's watch, her MI6 oath, now laced with a stranger's laugh. The hum chanted her name, pulling her back. She forced herself into the hall. The mirror's gaze burning her back. The locket's photo shifted, her, then not her. What do you do when your mind betrays you? Alara's training was her anchor, a steel thread against the chaos. She needed proof she was real. She tore a page from the hotel notepad, scribbling, "Alara Voss, MI6. You're me. Don't trust 212. She stuffed it into her boot, a secret from the room. She recorded a memo, whispering her service number, a memory, her father's watch, its ticker childhood song. She marked her forearm, 007 alive. These were her lifelines. She paced, avoiding the mirror's gaze, its reflection in the crimson dress, smirking. The room's hum was a beast, growling through the walls. Her phone buzzed. "You're perfect, Alara." Her gut twisted. She replayed the memo, her voice, then a stranger's, laughing mid-sentence. She smashed the phone, but its screen glowed, her face, her wrong eyes, no scar. Her arm's marker faded, ink dissolving. The note in her boot? Rewritten, "Welcome to 212. Her memories, her first kill, her code name, warped, laced with a stranger's smile. The locket pulsed, heavier, alive. She opened it. Her photo, aged, scarred on the left eye. The lights dimmed, the hum chanting, "You're mine." Her breath hitched. Was she herself? Or 212's draft? She wrote another note, hid it in her sleeve, EV007. Fight. The paper crumbled, ink bleeding. The mirror spoke, "Stay, be better." Her resolve wavered. She imagined a life without pain, without MI6's leash. The locket burned, promising it. She gripped her marker, rewriting 007 alive. It faded. The walls pulsed, the air suffocating. She recorded, "Alara Voss, you're real." The playback laughed, not her. The mirror glowed. Her reflection stepping through, hands outstretched. "Join me," it whispered. Alara tripped over the dress, now on the floor. Her phone buzzed. A video of her doppelganger, free in Geneva. Timestamped next week. She screamed, hurling the locket. It skittered back, gleaming. The hum was her heartbeat, drowning her thoughts. She clawed her arm, the marker gone, her skin smooth. Was she Alara, or the room's lie? The door beckoned, but the mirror held her. She wrote on her hand, "I am 007. The ink pooled like blood. The locket's pulse was hers, the room's voice hers. She staggered to the hall, mirrors everywhere, her reflection, not hers, laughing. She shut her eyes, navigating by touch, but the hum followed. "You're gone." Her training screamed fight, but doubt cut deeper. The locket's photo flickered, her, then the doppelganger, then nothing. Who are you when your soul lies? Alara forced the door open at 3 o'clock, the hallway a crypt of shadows. She needed air, truth, anything but 212's suffocating grip. The elevator's ping sliced the silence. A woman stepped out, her height, her frame, her face. But her hair was longer, spilling past her shoulders, and a scar slashed her left eye, raw and cruel. The doppelganger's gaze pierced Alara's, a mirror of her fire, but colder, sharper. They stood. Two halves of a broken soul, the air electric. The woman smiled, a knowing slash, and whispered, "You're me." Just not yet. Her voice was Alara's, but polished, a perfected echo. Alara's hand twitched for her lost knife. "What are you?" she demanded. The doppelganger tilted her head, scar glinting. "I'm 212's gift. You'll see." She glided past, brushing Alara's shoulder. and slipped into 212. The door sealed. Alara's knees buckled. She stumbled to the elevator, her reflection in its steel showing her face. No scar, no long hair. The locket in her pocket throbbed. She yanked it out. The photo was the doppelganger, scar and all, smiling. She hurled it, but it skittered back, impossibly, to her feet. Her mind screamed run, but she turned to 212. She knocked. The door swung open, revealing darkness. The mirror glowed, rippling like a portal. She touched it, her hand sinking through, cold, electric. On the other side, the doppelganger sat, holding the locket, her scar a twin to Alara's. "You're early," she said, voice in Alara's skull. "But you'll stay?" Alara yanked back, the mirror solid. Her phone buzzed. A video of the doppelganger in Geneva, laughing, timestamp tomorrow. Her vision blurred. Was she the original or 212 shadow? The hum roared, chanting her name. She staggered back. The doppelganger's words looping. Not yet. The mirror pulsed, showing her life, missions, betrayals, rewritten, the doppelganger's scar on her face. She clawed the glass. It held. The locket burned. Its pulse, her pulse. She opened it. The photo shifted. Her, then her double, then both. The lights flared. The hum a siren. Her phone replayed the video. Her doppelganger in MI6's safe house. Briefing control. Impossible. The doppelganger's voice whispered, "You're the draft. I'm the truth." Alara's resolve cracked. She ran to the hall, mirrors lining the walls, each showing the doppelganger, laughing, free. She shut her eyes, navigating by memory, but the locket's pulse followed, a heartbeat not hers. The hum sang her name, pulling her back. The doppelganger's smile burned, promising a better her. "What do you do when you meet the you you're meant to be?" Alara's burner phone screamed, shattering the hallway's silence. Control's voice cut through static. "Voss, abort. Get out." The line hissed, words breaking. 212, not ours. Danger. The call died. Alara redialed, but the signal was gone, her phone a brick. She sprinted to the lobby, boots echoing in the deserted halls. The concierge desk was empty, replaced by strangers, pale, their eyes avoiding her like she was smoke. She demanded her booking. The clerk tapped the keyboard, blank-faced. No Alara Voss. No room 212. Her heart sank. Her keycard was blank, the strip dead. The hotel had erased her. She slipped outside. Circling to the service entrance, instincts howling betrayal. MI6 had sent her in blind or as bait. She hacked the hotel security feed on her backup device, pulling lobby footage. It showed her checking in a week ago. Impossible. She'd arrived tonight. The feed jumped to 212's hallway. The doppelganger, scar blazing, exiting, then dissolving into static. Alara's breath hitched. Was MI6 complicit or clueless? The walls watched, the hum trailing her. She crept back inside, dodging cameras, and reached the second floor. The hallway was wrong stretched. Doors misnumbered. 212's plaque was gone, a blank wall. She pressed her ear to it. The hum, alive, hungry. Her phone buzzed, an encrypted text. "You never existed. Stop. Sign control." Rage surged. They'd cut her loose, or built 212. She found the maintenance stairwell, descending to the basement. Blueprints showed a corridor behind 212. She'd tear it open, MI6 be damned. The air grew colder. The hum a pulse in her veins. Her device flickered, showing her MI6 profile, terminated. She wasn't fighting 212. She was fighting her own shadow. The stairwell's walls closed in, mirrors glinting. Her doppelganger's face in each, laughing. She smashed one, glass cutting her hand. But the hum grew, her name a chant. The locket pulsed, its photo now her doppelganger. Briefing control in her place. She crushed it, but it reformed, gleaming. The service door loomed, steel unmarked. She pried it open, the hum roaring. Inside, 212 waited. Its truth a blade to her throat. What do you do when your side sells your soul? Alara slipped through the hotel's service tunnels, the air thick with rust and secrets. She ditched her phone, fearing trackers, and relied on her mental map of the blueprints. Room 212 wasn't gone. It was hidden, a wound in the hotel's heart. She found the technical panel behind 212's wall, prying it open with a stolen crowbar. The door beyond was steel, cold, unmarked. Her pulse thundered. She jimmied the lock, muscles burning. The door groaned open. Inside was no hotel room, just a concrete chamber, stark, no windows. A chair, bolted to the floor, faced a two-way mirror spanning the wall, its surface rippling. The hum was a storm, shaking her bones. Her reflection flickered, her face, then the doppelganger's, scar blazing. She tapped the mirror. It pulsed, warm, alive. The locket buzzed in her pocket, syncing with the hum. She opened it. The photo shifted, her, then the scarred woman, then blank. "What are you?" she whispered. The mirror answered, her voice, "Your future." Alara planted a micro-explosive on the chair. Set to blow if touched. The hum spoke, "Sit." Evolve. She ignored it, searching the walls. A panel opened, revealing a console, screens, dials, a slot for her locket. She inserted it. The mirror blazed, projecting her life. MI6, her first kill, her father's watch. Gaps emerged, missions she didn't recall, faces unknown. The console word. The doppelganger's face filling the screen. "You're the prototype. I'm the upgrade." Alara ripped the locket out, sparks flying. The mirror showed her doppelganger in MI6's safe house, wearing 007. She rigged the console to overload, timer at 10 minutes. The hum screamed, light strobing. She sprinted for the tunnels, the mirror's gaze burning. Her reflection laughed, "It's scar hers." "What do you do when the room wants your name?" The console's sparks lit the chamber, revealing carvings, codes, dates, names of the vanished. Alara traced them, piecing together the horror. Room 212 was a machine, the mirror a neural gate, rewiring souls. The names, scientists, spies, tycoons, were erased, their minds wiped, rebuilt as shells for a shadow network. Her doppelganger was Alara, rewritten, memories spliced with new loyalties. The locket was a neural key, feeding her essence to the gate. The console's log showed hundreds processed. Originals discarded, shells walking out, obedient. MI6 was blind or complicit. The hum was the gate's core, buried deep, sinking with her pulse through the locket. She smashed it. The mirror flickered, her doppelganger snarling. "You can't stop us," it hissed. Alara's explosive blinked, but she needed more. She hacked the console, pulling schematics. The gate's power came from a sub-basement reactor. Destroy it, and 212 would burn. But her neural map was half rewritten. She wasn't fully Alara. Doubt surged. She shoved it down. She set the console to overload, timer at 10 minutes. The mirror pulsed, the doppelganger pleading, "Join me. We're flawless." Alara spat, "I'm enough." She sprinted for the tunnels. The hum a scream, her doppelganger's face in every shadow. The truth was a blade. 212 was forging an army, and she was next. What do you do when the truth is a death sentence? Alara staggered through the tunnels, the timer ticking, 9 minutes. The hum was a siren, weaving promises, freedom, strength, a better her. She rounded a corner and froze. The doppelganger stood there, real, not a reflection, her scar glowing under a flickering bulb. "Alara," she said, voice velvet, "why resist?" She held a new locket, twin to the shattered one. The new you is fearless, unscarred, whole. Alara's hand hovered over her explosives remote, but her eyes caught the doppelganger's, green, fierce, unburdened. The doppelganger stepped closer. Locket gleaming. "Take it. Step through the gate. Keep your memories, but perfected. No pain, no MI6. Alara's chest tightened. She saw her life, sleepless nights, bloodstains, controls orders. Could she be more? The hum wrapped her, warm, promising peace. She reached for the locket, fingers trembling, then stopped. Her marker, 007 alive, flashed. "No," she snarled. "I'm not your toy." The doppelganger's smile vanished. "You'll beg," she hissed, lunging. Alara sidestepped, slamming her into the wall. The locket skittered away. She kicked it into the shadows. But the doppelganger's laughter echoed. "You can't escape yourself." Alara ran, the timer at 7 minutes. Mirrors lined the tunnels, her doppelganger running beside her, whispering, "You're me." She shut her eyes, navigating by touch, but the temptation burned. What if the gate could heal her? What if she was the flaw? She reached the reactor's hatch, the hum a scream. The doppelganger's voice followed. "You'll return." Alara slammed the hatch, silencing it. She had to end 212 before she became the lie. What do you do when your heart begs to betray you? Alara crawled through the reactor's shaft, the air searing her lungs. The timer ticked, 5 minutes. The reactor's core pulsed, a glowing orb feeding 212's gate. Destroy it, and the machine would die. But the hum clawed her mind, painting visions of her doppelganger's life. Freedom, no MI6, no scars. She shook it off, wiring her explosive to the core's panel. The console sparked, showing her neural map, fractured, half hers, half the doppelganger's. The gate was rewriting her now. Her memories, her first mission, her father's watch twisted. Laced with the doppelganger's scar, her laugh. No, she roared, smashing the console. The hum stuttered. She seized her chance. She flickered a flashlight in chaotic bursts, neural tech's weakness. The core's glow faltered, the hum glitching. The shaft's mirrors cracked, her doppelganger's face shattering. Her marker, 007 alive, burned clear. She was Alara. She set the explosive for 30 seconds and sprinted back. The shaft quaked, the hum screaming. She reached the corridor as the reactor blew, a shockwave hurling her down. Glass rained, the hum silenced. She stood, checking her arm. The marker held. But a faint pulse followed, a new hum, alive. Had she killed 212 or freed it? What do you do when victory feels like a trap? Alara stumbled into Geneva's dawn, the Hotel d'Argent a smoldering skeleton behind her, its spire crumbling into ash. Sirens screamed through the city's veins. But no one stopped her. The explosion had buried room 212's secrets under tons of rubble, its neural gate reduced to molten slag. Her forearm's marker, 007 alive, was faint, the ink bleeding but defiant. Her last tether to herself. She slipped into a shadowed alley, her backup device a dead weight. Its screen cracked, MI6's signal gone. She was a ghost now, no different from 212 shells. Those hollowed souls who'd walked out with new faces. But she was free. Or was she? Her pocket buzzed, and her heart seized. The locket, shattered in the tunnels, was whole again. Its silver surface warm, the photo inside showing her doppelganger, scar blazing, smiling with Alara's eyes. She crushed it under her boot, grinding it into the pavement, but the hum lingered. A faint pulse in her skull, whispering her name. Was 212 truly dead, or had it seeped into her? She boarded a Zurich-bound train, a stolen scarf veiling her face, blending with the dawn commuters. Her reflection in the train's window was hers, green eyes, her scar above the brow, no doppelganger's mark. But her memories felt layered, like echoes of lives she hadn't lived, faces she didn't know. At Zurich's main station, she hacked a public terminal, her fingers trembling as she breached MI6's encrypted logs. Her file was gone, marked terminated, her existence wiped. But two others flickered in the database. Her DNA, active, one in Nairobi, one in Tokyo. Her breath caught, a knife in her chest. Had 212 shells slipped free before the blast? Or was she one of them? A copy convinced she was real. The terminal's screen glitched, showing her doppelganger's face for a split second, laughing. She slammed the keyboard, the screen going black. But the hum pulsed stronger, syncing with her heartbeat. The locket, impossibly, was back in her pocket, its photo now blank, a void staring back. She hurled it into a trash bin. But its pulse didn't fade, a rhythm she couldn't escape. The train rattled through the Alps, snow dusting the peaks, and Alara leaned back, her scarf slipping, her face exposed. No one watched her. No MI6 agents. Number 212 operatives. But she felt eyes, her own, or the room's, boring into her soul. Her memories flickered. Her first mission, the weight of her codename. Her father's watch, now tinged with the doppelganger's scar, her laugh. She clenched her fist, the marker's ink smudging, but still there. 007 alive. She'd destroyed 212, obliterated its reactor, shattered its mirrors, but its truth lived, a poison in her veins. Identity wasn't a fact but a choice, fragile, remade with every breath. She chose Alara Voss, MI6's sharpest blade, not the doppelganger's perfected lie. For now, the train's rhythm matched the hum, faint but unyielding, and doubt gnawed deeper. What if she wasn't the original? What if Nairobi and Tokyo held the real Alara, and she was the shell? The Alps loomed, their shadows swallowing the light, and she pulled the scarf tighter. Her reflection in the window flickering, not her scar, not her eyes. She blinked, and it was gone, her face again. The hum softened, but didn't die. She'd escaped 212, but its question followed. Who was she? Really? The terminal's data haunted her. 2 DNA matches, 2 lives, 2 Alaris. She could hunt them, find the truth, or run, become someone new. The train slowed. Zurich's lights glinting, and she stood, her marker fading, but her resolve steel. She was a Laravas for as long as she chose to be. The hum pulsed one last time, a challenge. And she stepped onto the platform, the city swallowing her, her name unwritten. What do you do when you're free but not sure who you are? Alaravas's battle in room 212 wasn't just against a machine. It was a war against the lie that we're defined by what others carve into us. Identity isn't a code name etched in MI6's files, a scar above your brow, or a dossier locked in a vault. It's the raw, defiant choice to embrace your flaws, your pain, your truth, even when a better version of you beckons from the shadows. Room 212 showed Alara the true enemy, the voice, soft and insidious, whispering you're not enough, that you need to be remade. She won by choosing her scars. Her marker, 007 alive, a scream of defiance against a world that rewrites souls to serve its ends. You face your own room 212 every day in the ads that sell you a new face. The systems that demand your conformity, the expectations that try to erase your edges. The lesson is stark. Guard your core, that messy, human spark that's yours alone, the piece no machine, no shadow network, can claim unless you let it go. Alara's fight was hers, but it's yours too, a daily battle to hold on to who you are. What's your marker? The proof you're real. The anchor that keeps you from dissolving? Find it, clutch it, because the moment you stop fighting, you're erased, your name just another ghost in someone else's story. Room 212 taught Alara that identity is fragile, a choice remade with every breath, every doubt, every step. You're not your reflection, not your file, not the version the world wants. You're the one who chooses to stay human, to stay flawed, to stay alive. So what's your room 212? What's the machine trying to rewrite you? Subscribe to this channel for the next mission, where shadows don't just hide, they hunt, striking from the edges of your reality. Alara's next name is unwritten, a blank page waiting for her to define it, just as yours is. Hit the bell. Join the fight, and let's defy the unseen together, because your story isn't theirs to write.